Hello and welcome to the third battle in our series accompanying the MTWGG High Summer Tourney. This is a battle between myself, Yankee Spotts, and the Crimson Kaiser of Burgundy. Here you can see I'm fielding the Byzantines with some cataphracts and line of Byzantine guard archers and lancers. Pretty solid infantry. And then here in my back flank I'll be using these Latin con. Trick with the a trick I learned well in this battle is that with these skirmish cavalry one really has to micromanage, and you'll see that here shortly. So let's speed up a bit to get to the fight. Here we go. I think at this point we were both kind of watching each other's armies, getting a summary of who has what. I know at least I was doing that. So many Imperial and Teutonic Knights. Imperial Knights are... I took them while I was fighting to be feudal knights, which was really my terrible mistake. There's classic Landsknecht pikemen here. Launched a bit of an assault on the Pavis crossbone then there briefly. Didn't work out how I kind of wanted it to. Here's these Imperial Knights. The skirmish option is really kind of buggy. You know, they're supposed to run away as soon as they start seeing the enemy move close, but they tend to let the enemy get right on them. And that is a constant failure on my part to not be too attentive to these skirmishers, trusting as one should be able to trust in the fact that their skirmish mode is enabled. Here you can see the German has the Kaiser here, the Crimson Kaiser, has brought his Teutonic Knights up here to kind of like put a challenge to me, I suppose. See, that's what they're supposed to be doing. I think I probably commanded them to do that, though. See? Not a single skirmish mode activated until the knights are already upon at least a good few of them. It's pretty brutal. Here's my attack on the Pavis crossbowmen, who had moved forward a bit there, countered by Imperial Knights. He starts moving forward his Teutons. Along with his Pavis crossbowmen. See, here I drastically overestimated the capability of two groups of Veridatoi being able to take on a group of Imperial Knights. The Knights held up a lot better than I thought they were going to. And that's kind of the end of my having Veridatoi. Probably should have invested them in another group of heavy cavalry or two. There are my Varangian Guard coming out to answer the challenge put forward by the feudal knights here. It's a full-on charge now. I don't know why these guys did this. It's kind of slightly frustrating thing. Several times I would command units such as that Cataphracta unit to come back and attack, and then they just wouldn't until it was, you know, too late. The Varangian Guard doing their flank coverings again. Latinton coming in to fill in the gap here, keep those pikemen. That was an unfortunate bit right there. I had not expected my general to fall so quickly like that. And then these Cataphractoi, instead of charging these Teutons like I told them to, ended up charging the general's bodyguard. And I was like, oh no, man! And that was brutal. All my guys were out. That's the end of that, you know. Definitely brought those Latinton in way too late. Couldn't save my general. Oh well. Rookie mistake on my part there. But all in all, of course, very well fought, of course, by the Crimson Kaiser here, with his bringing his general in at the only, you know, precise time he needed him to be able to counter my flank. Those Latinton are just going to get torn apart there. I did get a guy around this flank here and managed to break the German there. As you can see, my Veridatoi have been butchered.
Lord preserve us! We have lost half of our men.
So there goes those Lancers. Imperial Knights now. My opponent here wasn't about to let my Guard Archers, who are actually pretty effective infantry, catch their Teutonic Knights. Teutonic Knights are, of course, just cutting through both the Latinton and whatever Cataphracta I have left. It's pretty painful. I'm doing well over here on the right flank, but all in all, that's not going to save me. All in all, that's probably one of the most accurate things in Medieval 2 Total War, in my opinion, is the fact that the cavalry are indeed the very effective, very superior unit as they were in the medieval times. Ouch. There goes the right flank there. See, my massed units had no time to reform any lines or anything. I was really hoping that a mass charge could break up these guys, but turns out my guys fled before anything could happen. Some of these Varangian guard that I decided to call in, but it's, again, not going to be in time. That is the Crimson Kaiser of Burgundy's victory over yours truly, and a well-earned victory at that. Comes into the flank of the Lancers. Missed their charge. Always looks funny when Knights miss their charge. Ouch. There goes those guys.
Lord preserve us. We have been
I fight to the bitter end, and by bitter end I mean the very bitter end. Look at all of those. That battle line right there. The ebb and flow of battle, indeed. Painful. Painful, painful. But congratulations to the Crimson Kaiser of Burgundy. He will be moving forward in the tournament. This was Battle 3 in our series. Now, make sure to check the channel for more videos regarding this series. And have a good day.